nothing, man, never gonna be enough. Can't understand why you're feeling so uneasy inside these walls. And that voice inside your head is telling you, hurry, hurry. And there's nothing you can do to shut it down. And that voice inside your head is telling you, worry, worry. So you drink again to try to drown it out. Here we go again, gotta put on a smile. Gotta play the game, go the extra mile. We shouldn't have to scream just to be heard. 'Cause every single day there's another new thing, and it's shinier and brighter than what I can bring. And I feel like I'm drowning in the absurd. And that voice inside your head is telling you, hurry, hurry. And there's nothing you can do to shut it down. And that voice inside your head is telling you, worry, worry. So you drink again to try to drown it out. Don't you worry, baby, I got you.
I know just what you are going through.
Just let go in everything you do. Ooh, ooh.
Hello, you are tuned in to live from Studio 3 on 3D Radio. You have just been listening to the sounds of Courtney, Robb and Snooks from Tin Town. We will also be hearing many other wonderful tracks from them today. They've got a new album coming out in October, possibly a national tour on the way, and a nomination at the Music SA Awards. Welcome, Courtney and Snooks.
Oh, thanks for having
Thanks, Candy.
us.
You're welcome. Now, we just heard the song Hurry Hurry.
Yes.
Great. Now, were you in a hurry to get here tonight? How are you feeling tonight?
Pretty good, actually. I think I've calmed down. I've had myself a little glass of wine and I'm just relaxing. So I'm very happy to be here.
That's good.
And we are happy to have you here. This show is going to run till 9 o'clock, so stay tuned in, folks, to hear all the brilliant songs. Pretty exclusive because the album hasn't been released yet. Now, I'd like to ask you a few questions on your partnership and creative process, which you probably get probed with a bit.
Yep.
Now, Courtney, you're the lyric writer and the guitarist, Snook on the harmonica there. How can you sort of walk us through how your creative process works as a pretty sure a married couple.
Yes, we're
think
married.
I
like to call. I like to say that we're a wife and husband duo instead of a husband and a wife duo.
I like that. Yeah, put the wife first, which I'm sure you do, Snooks. So.
So I guess most of the songs, the seeds of the songs, start with me. I start the song with an idea and a melody, and I take it to Snooks, and we sort of craft it, finish it off together. And but most of them lyrically are mostly starting with me.
Yeah, for sure. And then we just workshop them and woodshed them, and basically try and. Courtney's got an idea, she's got the lyric stuff happening, so then it's just a matter of just working out orchestrating the song basically, so top and tailing it, and then, maybe adding a middle eight or something in there that's going to enhance it in some way. But
because a lot of the time what the harmonica's doing is sort of like not what you would normally hear a harmonica doing in most music, I guess, and definitely not the style of music that I'm used to writing. So I think it's quite interesting.
Compartmentalise, we do a bit of that.
Yeah. See, an interesting thing you just said is about the wife and husband duo, which I feel does come through in some of your film clips I watched, which I really enjoyed, because Snooks is sort of in the background and you're in the forefront, and he's just there, and then he comes in, and I found that really brilliant, to be honest. And how does that feel for you, like you say, with the harmonica in your song writing? It's a bit different to what you'd hear traditionally, where the harmonica can sort of be here, there, and bloody everywhere, all over the song. How does that feel for you, like holding that space for Courtney's creative process on stage live as well?
It doesn't come down to who's, if we're alluding to like in the limelight type of thing. It just comes down, the song comes first, so...
Yeah.
And so I just want to honour the song. I just want to make sure that what I'm adding is going to be beneficial and enhancing the song. So we look at it, the song has to come first. And so that's how you have to be, I guess, considered and disciplined with that.
And not let the old egos get in the way.
Yeah, I think we all have to do that as musicians. Like
So
even I
true.
have to, adjust what I do as well, depending on what format we're playing in. And, I think we all just have to listen and...
serve the song.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, and that's why it works. And you can hear that coming through in the recordings for sure.
That's awesome.
And because I'm lucky and I'm in the studio, I get to see it as well. But you two can as well, folks, when you head to one of their gigs, which we'll talk about.
And the vocalist that's the narrative that has to come first. So it's about, underpinning and making sure that you're not getting in the way and doing
That's right. Yeah, it's beautiful and it comes through. So could you give us a little the audience a little eye into what is there in store for tonight?
So we're going to see how many songs we can get through, but playing songs off the new album, which have been written over the last few years. We've been sort of sitting on stuff since before COVID, and then some of the songs are extremely new, like written in the last 6 months. So it's a bit of a mixed bag. Yeah.
Great. Looking forward to it. All right. If you want to introduce your next song.
So this one's called Silver Strands, and this is about me particularly being a woman in the music industry, getting older and letting my grey hair shine through, and how that feels getting on stage and being viewed in a different way than I used to be. So,
great. Take it away.
silver strands upon my head, wear them like a crown. get told we must not let him down. My desires come lost now. This world's no longer mine. They place no value on the ever-changing sands of time. I don't mind making way for the ones who want it more. Had my time and that's okay. It's not what I did it for. It's never what I did it for. Well, I got nothing left to prove. No need to impress. If you don't like what I put down or the way I like to dress, well, I don't give a fuck no more. Yeah, I'm no longer seen. I'm happier than before. I'm better than I have ever been. I don't mind making way for the ones who want it more. Yeah, I owe mine every day to the ones who came before. Had my time and that's okay. It's not what I did it for. It's never what I did it for. It's never what I did it for. It's never what I did it for. I think we're going to do Things I Got From You next. This was the first single that we released earlier this year. You are always there, never overbearing. And I knew if I needed you, all I had to do was call. You were never scared, at least you never let it show. And I never ever saw you cry, even when my mama died. And you always had the answer. If you didn't know for sure, you sure as hell convinced me otherwise. And now I'm full of questions. Wish that I goodbye. My curls, my gray eyes, my short temper, my inability to compromise my skin, my affinity for wine, and the fact I don't like to lose. These are the things I got from you. You always made me feel like I could do anything, and I'm more like you than I ever realized before. And I remember well helping you out in the yard, and you taught me how to drive a car, and you bought me my first guitar, and you always had the answer. If you didn't know for sure, you sure as hell convinced me otherwise. And now I'm full of questions. I wish that I had thought to ask. I wasn't ready yet to say goodbye. My curls, my gray eyes, my short temper, my inability to compromise my skin, my affinity for wine, the fact that I don't like to lose. These are the things I got from you. These are the things I got from you. These are the things I got from you. These are the things I got from you.
You are listening to Live from Studio 3. I'm your host, Candy, and joining me in the studio at Tin Towns. You have just heard from them, their latest single, Things I Got From You. Do you mind, Courtney, if I ask you a few questions about that song?
Of course, go for it.
So this song touches on your father's passing and your connection that you still feel with him. There's a line in the song, more like you than I've ever realised before. This really resonates with me strongly as well. Like my father's passed too. And I felt when I heard that, I understood that, because it's almost after their passing, you sort of pick up on those things that you say and do, like you've explained in the song, and you go, oh my God, I'm them.
Yeah. And it continues, and it doesn't go away. And I think, I still find things that I do that remind me of him. So
How does that feel like, and how did the song sort of help you sort of process?
to start with, it was a hard song to get out, not to write. I wrote it pretty quickly, but when I first started playing it, it was a difficult one to perform. But now I feel just more fondness for it. It's sort of settled in. I don't know how to really explain it other than that. My dad was a massive supporter of mine from the word go with my music. So I think he would have really liked the song, and I'm sad he didn't get to hear it. But yeah.
He might be hearing it somewhere.
Oh, maybe.
I
You never
feel.
know.
You never know. So another line in the song is about your dad buying your first guitar, and you said that you are a massive. He was always a massive supporter of your music. You did mention earlier before the show that you actually grew up in Broken Hill. Can you tell us a little bit about your music journey and your dad supporting you with that guitar in a place like Broken Hill? How does that work?
I wasn't actually living in Broken Hill when I started playing music.
Okay.
I left when I was probably still in primary school. So I would have got my first guitar when I was about 13, 14, and I secretly taught myself how to play over the next few years. I didn't tell anyone I was learning. I didn't.
Really?
No, my family knew, obviously. They heard me clanging away, but I didn't tell any of my friends, and I never performed until I was a bit older. I think when I was about 19.
Did your friends know that you could sing really well? Or?
Nope.
Wow, it's a little secret.
Well, I was always in the choir at school, but I never took solos, and I'm quite a reserved person naturally. So me putting myself in the center of attention was never really the desire. I picked up guitar so I could put my thoughts and express my feelings in music.
Right,
That's what drew me to it originally. So
that's beautiful. What were some of the songs that you learnt secretly in your bedroom? Was there any covers in there?
Oh my gosh, I can't remember. I was a big fan of Jewel when she was. I'm a 90s kid.
Yeah.
I honestly was writing songs before I learned other people's songs, so I really can't remember specifically.
Have you kept any of those songs? Do you know what I mean? Like, do you have the secret diary, the song diary?
Yeah, I think I have a rough recording of some of those really early songs on a CD somewhere, but
you've also
think
said
it's best that it just stays buried.
Could be best or it could not be, because you do have a 14-year-old daughter.
Yes.
Maybe, is that something you thought maybe you could share with her?
The early stuff?
The secret teen recordings, yes.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, God. I shudder to think what they're like now, to be honest.
That person's still inside of you, you know.
Yes, somewhere.
Somewhere buried deep secretly in the bedroom. Oh gosh, that's such an incredible story. Did your dad ever get the shits up and be like, come on, come out here and play for us?
No.
Inspection.
They were never the sort of parents, my mum and dad were never the sort of folks that would push anything like that. But they were always there at the early gigs that I was doing around Adelaide. So, yeah, they were always at all the gigs. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so beautiful. I do a lot of shows, like a mixed sort of shows, with underage shows. And, of course, the parents have to come. And it's just so beautiful to see that relationship with the parents supporting their teenagers, even like with some of the content of the songs. Something you just know the parents probably wouldn't understand, but it's about the feel and the happiness that it makes. So that's great. Is your daughter interested in music as well?
She's quite naturally talented vocally, but I'm not pushing. I'm not pushing that, and I think that she might, lean into that as she gets older. But it's her life, not mine.
She's an avid music listener. She's always got music going, so the signs are already there, but.
Yeah,
it has to happen organically and naturally.
I agree. Yeah, you can't push.
But I think it will. But yeah,
it does. It will happen somewhere along the line. I feel like that with my son. He was be like, music, sound, and now guess what he's doing?
Yeah,
singing in a band.
Well, Ivy just
it's in the blood.
She said to me the other day, she's like, "Mum, I just listened to all your new songs, and they're really good." Like, she was really surprised.
Yeah. I think it takes their brain a little while. They grow up and they go, "Oh my God, my parents are actually really fucking cool." I didn't know that. I just felt annoyed by their music.
It's not that dissimilar to where they'll say, "What do you listen to that shit for?" And then 10 years later, they're listening to that.
exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realise how good that stuff is.
Yeah. My son was listening to a Breeders song the other
Yeah.
day.
Oh, nice.
And I said to him, "Oh, I remember putting that on your playlist and you poo-pooed it." And he's like, "Yeah, but I'm more mature now." So he said it was very cute. Anyway, let's roll on to the next bracket. What have you got in store for us for the next bracket?
Snooks is going to sing a song. Do you want to introduce this one?
Yeah. So this. Sorry. I'll get on the mic. I'm very relaxed here at 3D. It's like I'm in the lounge room at home. But
That's good.
Easy Prey, Courtney. It's one of those things. Doing the day job. You're not going to get along with everybody in the workplace.
Oh, yes.
And sometimes there's preference for different types of personalities and people, and other people can be dicks.
Oh, even more
And
than that
so-
word.
We were talking about this over a glass of wine over dinner many a night after work, and Courtney said, "I've got this idea for this song," and she proposed the idea, and we sort of workshopped it a little bit and come up with this song called Easy Prey. And I guess it's about being vulnerable in the workplace and maybe not fitting into the culture in the way that they may want you to. And
Yes.
being a creative, it's never easy.
God, no.
So thank you.
Intense.
Yeah,
Let's
look.
hear it. Yeah.
Everything was running on a wire. Everything was smoother than a storm. Why'd you have to go and do me that way? Why'd you have to go and do me that way? I have never been the kind of guy that likes to raise sand. Why'd you have to go and force my hand? Yeah, why'd you have to go and force my hand? You think that you got it all figured out, that I am easy prey. You think you can go and take what you like and never have to pay. You didn't realize that what you said would come back and catch you someday. I know that this game is getting old. Neither one of us is growing wise. I'm so sick and tired of hearing lies. Yeah, I'm so sick and tired of hearing lies. Yeah. You think that you got it all figured out, but I am easy prey. You think you can go and take what you like and never have to pay. You didn't realize that what you said would come back and catch you, would come back and catch you.
Can't you see you always had a choice? Can't you see there never was a war? Oh, I was never one for keeping score. No, I was never one for keeping score. I was never one for keeping score. No, I was never one for keeping score.
Now for a little sad one.
Yeah.
I have a habit of making people cry with my music. This one's called Samson. Lately, there's a dark sky hanging over our house. Can't seem to shake it, find my way out. And I try to be happy, all of my smiles are fake. And everyone tells that my whole body aches. And I never felt love so pure through all of my pain. You've been the cure, and I don't deserve you that much. I know. What will we do when you go? We all know the deal, no matter how hard we try. From the day we first meet to when we say goodbye. And there's no point of fighting, it won't change how it ends. Hearts always break, in time they will mend. Oh, and I never felt love so pure through all of my pain. You've been the cure, and I don't deserve you that much. I It's weird without the clapping.
And crying.
Might do before we begin.
Sure.
So this one is our latest single. It's been out a couple of weeks. It's a song I wrote many, many moons ago when I first met this man over here, this rat bag. And I wrote it with a duet in mind with him, and didn't show it to him for about 8 years. So.
It's a secret bedroom.
Yeah, it was. In no words I can say to make it all go away. Before you, I was lost, made so many mistakes, and they haunt me still, won't let me heal.
Always try to do what's right, even when it left me cold. Broken dreams and lonely nights, things beyond my control, and they haunt me still. They won't let me heal.
I'm afraid all that I know how to do is push you away, and I'm sure as hell that I ain't used to being loved this way.
And I'm afraid all that I know how to do is hold on tight. If I'm lost in the dark, will you hold the light?
Will you hold the light? Despite my best attempts to fight, you got right under my skin. All the scars we try to hide before we even begin, they haunt me still.
It won't let me heal.
Well, I'm afraid all that I know how to do is push you away, and I'm sure as hell that I ain't used to being loved this way.
And I'm afraid all that I know how to do is hold on tight. If I'm lost in the dark, if I'm lost in the dark, if I'm lost in the dark,
Will you hold the light? Will you hold the light?
You are tuned into 93.7 FM, live from Studio 3 on 3D Radio. You have been listening to the sounds of Courtney and Snooks from Tin Town tonight. And we just heard their most recent single then, Before We Begin, which was a bloody banger, if I don't mind saying. And it was really hard not to sing along. So, do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, go for
about
it.
the
That's
song?
why
I
we're
might
here.
make a few statements as well.
Okay.
So your single, Before We Begin, to me, it sounds like you're exploring the ups and downs of relationship or your relationship, the relationship with yourself, Courtney, but also, you know, it's just finding the strength and your way through together. The music video is very striking. Courtney is in red and Snooks is in blue, almost like you're living parallel versions of the same struggle until the colours fade and you come together. Was the colour scheme intentional and what did you want it to symbolise?
I'm glad you picked up on that because it was a very simple idea for a video, but that's exactly the idea behind it. So
Great.
The song is about two people trying to put their past behind them to be able to find out if there's a way forward. It literally was us when we first started seeing each other and like the baggage that you bring into a relationship. So at the start of the video, we wanted to be quite separated and quite distinctly different. And then as the song gets on, you'll notice we get like a little closer together and the colours blend, the red and the blue become the purple, and it was all just very symbolic.
Yeah, it was very symbolic. Was there any sort of like intentional choice behind the colours that you each have in the clip? It's an aura thing.
No, I think like visually, I think that was what we worked out looked the best on screen.
Yeah.
But a few people have told me it looks like, you know, the old 3D glasses
Yeah.
that
Oh,
you used to wear to the
yeah.
cinema. But no, it wasn't specifically intentional. It was just the contrast was really what we wanted to go for, and those colours seemed to contrast the best in the video.
The contrast is beautiful. It's a brilliant song, and yeah, the message really comes through in the video, like the visuals of the video clip as well as the lyrics, obviously.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I really enjoyed
Cost
it.
an absolute fortune making that video
Oh,
in our lounge room.
Yeah. Tell us a bit about
DIY.
a bit about the DIY aspect of it. I believe you were the director of that.
Yeah, the director, the videographer,
The talent.
the script writer. No, it was literally just filmed on my iPhone on a tripod
Really?
in our lounge room
That's
with a
brilliant.
$20 LED light from Dick Smith's.
Yeah.
Ivy did that.
Oh yeah, Ivy came in and helped with the bit
flashlight.
where it moves. So
Yeah.
but that's like it took an hour, but I guess it took me a little while coming up with the concept and sort of really nutted it out before we even started to film. So
And then
It's
I had this idea of like bringing our faces together.
Yeah.
And Courtney was trying to sync it, but because I wear the hat, you know, it was sort of. But it kind of, I like how it's kind of out of whack.
I like how it's kept simple in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Which is great. It's so good with the song. And yeah, it's just so raw and genuine.
yeah,
Like
it's
how
not
it's
something
just on your face.
Yeah,
And
it's not something we do very often.
Mm.
Like we're like older, I guess, than the social media generation. So like speaking and singing straight into a camera makes me feel usually very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But for this, it felt completely natural, and I felt
I guess because it was on our terms. I guess because it was on our terms, and you're not looking at a videographer kind of or it's someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we weren't trying to be anyone but exactly who we were. Just like no walls. Just this is this is who we
it
are.
really comes through as like there's just a total no bullshit like element to the song and the video clip. So thank
love
you
that.
for that
Thank
because
you.
it was really good to see that represented and like, you know, not just like some bullshit like no offense to teenagers and young people, but some sort of relationship, you know, like that, you know. So okay, all right, we'll move it on to another few questions.
Yeah,
if you don't mind me asking about the single Samson,
Oh,
I know it's very raw, you know.
Yeah. So I wrote that early this year about our dog. Samson, he got diagnosed with cancer and he didn't have long to live. And I wrote that with him sitting at my feet.
Oh.
And he got to hear the recording of it before he died, but he passed away in April this year. So it's still pretty
fresh.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
He heard the raw version before when Courtney wrote it on the guitar, and
it's probably
and then
why I mess up the vocals every time I sing. I get a bit emotional when I sing it. So
he's feeling the energy
Yeah.
from him when you wrote it, and he's a beautiful dog. If you
He
haven't seen the video
was,
clip,
yeah.
listeners, definitely watch that. It is very emotional, and I think every dog lover
Yeah.
can relate to that. But he's a particularly beautiful boxer dog.
He was a Mastiff cross. but
Mastiff
I
cross,
think he
okay.
probably had some boxer in
Boxery
there.
face.
But don't watch the video if you don't want to cry.
That's good tears, but and sad ones. But yeah, so he was a fan of your singing and
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah, he
Isn't
would.
that wonderful?
He would come every time I pull the guitar out. He'd be like, "Oh, I can't get close enough." And he'd all come and sit by my feet.
That's
every
so
single
cool.
time.
even
Yeah.
harmonica frequencies. You know, most dogs will howl at as soon as they hear it. But he loved it.
Loved it.
I actually have a theory that dogs prefer country and folk music.
Oh, really?
yeah, I can see it in my own dogs. They seem to
Yeah,
prefer
right.
like acoustic guitars and
Yeah, it's
and-
probably a
and
bit
folk
easier
music.
on there.
well, that's
Their
true.
ears
I think they just know what's good.
Yeah,
You know?
maybe.
Also,
they're rebellious little creatures, so it's probably that aspect. Country
oh,
music has that
true. Yeah, they relate.
as does punk music has that rebellious kind of.
Sure does.
And he was a rebellious boy.
There is a line in that song that really struck me.
Mm.
It was, "I don't deserve you that much. That much I know is true." So that really hit home with me. Courtney, what's going through your mind like when you wrote that? Why do we always feel that way about dogs?
Because they give their love so freely. There's no conditions.
Yeah.
It's we like humans don't deserve them. They are just
Yeah.
heavenly little creatures, and it's
So I kind of look at myself in the mirror sometimes. And then I look at the dog loving me from down there, and I think, what? Just
I didn't mean it about like me specifically. I
No.
just meant in general. Like I just
Yeah.
don't think humans deserve them. Like
Yeah.
they're so beautiful.
yeah, they are
Well,
so unconditional.
unless you don't like dogs, I guess. But
Well,
don't
this
like
song
dogs,
is not
I
for
don't
you.
like you.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, your album's set to release in October. We're hearing some stuff from that tonight. It has been produced by Ryan Martin John, who's a bit of a
Yes.
local legend in the scene, in the country music folk scene. What was that like producing a record with Ryan?
I will never
Seamless.
work with anyone else.
Yeah.
Seamless, really.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mentioned. I remember you saying before the show that he just sort of added his own little bits to it
Yeah.
as well that fit into the song. And
I feel like, he was on a very similar page to us going into the project, but he brought out stuff in each track that I would never have thought of. And he was just such a joy to work with. Like, he was just so genuine and easy to work with, but just the talent is ridiculous. So
now, does he play in your backing band as well?
he might, occasionally get up and do some BVs,
Yep.
like backing vocals, but no.
He's on the desk. Get back behind the desk.
Yeah,
No.
pretty much. I'd love to have him as a permanent fixture, but
he can work equally as well in all those areas, can't he?
Yeah, that's so
So
true.
It'd be good to have him in the band, but then it'd be good to have him on sound, doing both. Maybe get him on sound on stage and in the band.
So true. I did the We're not allowed to do that. Sorry, listeners. That I'll do an instead. Is there a particular track on the album that feels like most personal to you both?
There's probably, it's two. There'd be two songs, which is Things I Got From You and Samson, because of because of what they're about.
Snooks doesn't know how to use a microphone, ladies and gentlemen.
Only when he's singing. It's sorry.
There's a song called Feel Better. I think we're gonna run out of time for that tonight, but that's probably one that's very close to me. I wrote it before COVID, and it's kind of touches on taking away of women's rights, and I didn't realise how much worse it could get after I wrote it.
Yeah.
But that's one that I feel very strongly personally about. But yeah, I mean, they're all pretty close to my heart.
Beautiful.
DT's not a fan, probably.
DT.
DT. Oh, that. Oh, yeah, no. He's not allowed in this interview.
I use the acronym or no, the abbreviation.
Yeah, I like a bit of an abbreviation. So, can you tell us when to expect the record and what live shows are coming up soon where we can see you guys perform live?
Sure. So the album drops on the 10th of October. Digitally, but it's available for pre-order through our website. At the moment, we're putting it out on vinyl and CD, and that's a really good way to support independent artists, is to go
We
and
have
buy
caps and tees as well.
Yeah, we have merch. But yeah, it drops on the 10th, and we are celebrating that with a gig at Pirate Life on the 12th.
In Tin Town.
Full band mode for Take Me Home Festival with a massive lineup of like American
Awesome.
artists and big day of country music.
And local groups as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
That's Sunday the 12th at Pirate Life. I think the tickets are, I don't know where you get the tickets, through my website and through
Love
like
Police.
Pirate Life and yeah.
Get on those tickets, folks. And you've also been nominated for People's Choice Award for Country Music, correct?
Yes.
So how can people vote for you now that they've heard your live set? Come on.
I believe
Come on
the
now.
voting is closed, Candy.
Oh my God, shame job.
I didn't even vote for myself. I should have
Oh,
done
you
that.
didn't vote?
Oh, well, the cat's out the bag now. Let's move on from that. We've only got a few minutes left, so I'm going to thank you now for both coming into the studio. It's been an absolutely brilliant night. Lovely to talk to you and meet you both, and thank you for answering.
Thanks so much for having us. It's been really fun.
You're welcome. So, yeah, we'll, you've got a few songs to take us out, so...
I think we're just going to do one because it's a really long one. So we'll just do The Wolf. Is that
Wolf?
cool?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks very much. You're tuned in to 93.7 FM 3D Radio, live from Studio 3 with Tin Town.
I've been living down in the dirt. I have been feeding creatures that hurt. The weeds they have grown, and the grass is so high I can no longer see the sky. Chase me, that wolf, he will bite. He keeps me awake through the night. Nothing you say can make me feel okay. When that wolf's at my door, the wolf's my door. That wicked old witch, she never existed. She came from inside when I was sick and twisted, and the dark breeds the dark. So does the light. I'm beginning to stand and outside my door. Who's my door? I have diamonds and I have gold. I've got a lover to have and to hold, and I can feel the wind, and I can smell the rain. I got blood pumping through my veins. The wolf, he will chase me, but he will not bite. He sits by me all through the night. Oh, I have protection. I keep myself safe when that wolf's at my door. The wolf's at my door. I have been living down in the dirt. I've been feeding creatures that hurt. The weeds are all dead and the grass is down low, and I'm waiting for flowers to grow.
This week at the Hotel Metropolitan, Thursday 25th of September, Lonely Empire, Rosie and the Posies and the Sleepers. Friday 26th, Will Everest, The Dainty Morsels and the